Welcome to Kid Brewer Stadium, home to the Giant Killers, the Appalachian State Mountaineers. And Boone, North Carolina has really been excited for this matchup that we have in store. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Appalachian State Mountaineers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Mountaineers will put total leather to crank us up. He'll call for the fair catch here. Offense set on first down. The give to the back. Got room at the 35. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Big play like that to open a drive just builds the confidence. Now first down from the 46. They're going to ride this running back. These two conferences have been tied together for years through the Sugar Bowl, a little testiness with the whole Texas-Oklahoma thing, and now the rivalry on the field between the Big 12 and the SEC.
Yeah, and conference realignments played a big factor, too, between these two conferences. Think back to when Texas A&M and Missouri joined the SEC. So this is always a fun one to watch, David. Wide-open offense from the Big 12, and then you get the physicality and the speed from the SEC.
I think you nailed it right there. Two totally different worlds. They live in different worlds all the time. One is pitchy woo-woo, throw it around all over the yard. The other one, physicality. Which style can present itself today and win the ball game?
Now facing a third and long. Looking for a man. It's Glenn. Finds his tight end. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come over.
Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. My, oh my, 41 yards rushing already. What a way to start this new season. Running the ball's in the Aggies' DNA. I mean, that dates back to the Junction Boys.
It's the physicality. They find those guys up front that can make holes, and I think that's when you see the great A&M teams. Really good offensive line paving the way for those backs and those great teams they've had.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. With the catch, it's Key. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The seventh play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on third and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Into the end zone, and it's caught! Touchdown, Texas A&M. Ready to try the point after. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. Just about set to kick it away. Caught inside the 20, chance for a good return. And the returner will be brought down. Offense getting set for first down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. They'll run the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
This is an interesting decision now for the head coach. You're trailing very early in the game, and there's a lot of football left. But you're in a situation where you could go for it here and try and answer after your defense gave up that touchdown on the opening drive.
He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this off.
Fires the pass, intercepted. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
Well, the free safety's just sitting back there deep in cover 3. He's got zone, he's got middle field responsibility, just watching the quarterback's eyes. He reads the throw, breaks on it. That's just too easy for him.
Here comes the offense on first down. Gonna run it. It's Winston. Hard running there. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
Looking for a productive play on first down. Back to throw, it's Glenn. Got his man down the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
They're looking for an advantage to the right. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6. He's got 47 yards for them on the ground already in this first quarter. He looks as if he's ready to put up numbers. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Leaves it with the back. Finds a crease at the 20. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, App State. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
We're all square as he's set to kick it away. Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line gets set, 1st down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on 1st down.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Off play action. He'll take the deep shot. And it's picked off right at the goal line. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this one. Two interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Takes the handoff. It's Winston. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know, the one thing you can say about this defense, they pursue the football. The first guy might miss, the second guy might miss, but there's going to be more and more hats flying to the ball carrier. You saw it on that play, getting a tackle for loss.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On second down, wants to throw it. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
The Mountaineers will have it 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. He's going to take off. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Quarterback will audible. They'll try to run for it. He breaks a tackle. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right up the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you can tell just a little bit off, and the defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air. Offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't picked.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got his man. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
They decide against trying the 52-yard field goal. Instead, the offense trying to convert a 4th and short. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
Going up top on 1st down. Quickly complete. At the 45 on his way. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. Catch in the middle, it's key. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach.
Yeah, he was able to make one guy miss, but he had to make 2 in order to pick up that first down. It was a nice individual effort, just not enough.
The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. It is good. And with that, they've taken the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Iowa State is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point. But you take a look at the scoreboard and you see we have ourselves a close game. They're up by 7 over the Astronauts. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field. They got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Pierre. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. He's now up to 64 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Hauled down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there.
But right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else. I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll leave it with him. Brought down at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be a first down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. To the ground with the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Got it. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. On the move. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down marker.
Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Handoff from the gun. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Timeout, Appalachian State.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to throw on second down. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On third down, going up top. Caught, close to the marker, it's Pierre. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Appalachian State.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Clock reads 12 seconds as they head to the line. We'll see if they're content to go to the locker room. The give to the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down for this offense. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they've built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Looking to throw on second down. Escapes trouble. Trying to make magic with his feet. Still on his feet at the 45. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Power football with the run. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, the inside give. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. The Mountaineers get it past the sticks.
Yeah, nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
And the Mountaineers look to keep this drive humming. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Here's the give off the left side. Open space at the 25. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game.
This is an offense that can find multiple ways to get explosive plays, especially when they hand it off to this guy, David.
And it's so nice to have a running game you can depend on, especially when you get on the other side of the field, now set up on the 2-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Ball is on the 2, 3rd and goal, and they'll go jumbo. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
And he did make that extra point. No issue with the treacherous footing. Fair catch called for and made. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. The give to the tailback. At the 35, he's got room. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
2nd and 1, and they're going to make him line up to defend the pass. 4 wideouts, 2 on either side. He's looking to throw. He wants to go deep. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Aggies! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. They'll try to get the 2-point conversion here and make it a 3-point game. A run for the quarterback. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're within a field goal. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Buys a little time. He'll turn it loose out to the right. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. It is a valuable tool to have a quarterback that can extend a play like that. But sometimes you're smart to be check down Charlie and just take something easy and not invite disaster.
Because when you roll out, you're rolling out, you're cutting the field in half, right? The defense starts to run from one side to where you're rolling out to. The field kind of shrinks and it kind of becomes a little bit of backyard ball. And you can tell he forced that one in there. Didn't get the interception, thank goodness, but it wasn't a great decision.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
They'll throw it on first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Caught over the middle. It's Boone. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. The Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field. Give to the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Takes the handoff. It's Pierre. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Gain of 3. Brings up 3rd down.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Looking down the left side. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. This is a game of swings and momentum, and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all 3 phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and to stay aggressive, to understand we've had success, we got this going the right way. Now I don't need to change anything. Go back to your go-to plays. That's now got you some momentum back in your favor.
Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Unloads it downfield. Pulls it in on the left. All kinds of running room. Touchdown, Aggie. And that one will put him up here in the second half.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Texas A&M 25, App State 21.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
I think you run that play on second down knowing it's going to make third down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know third down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And the Mountaineers get it past the sticks.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going north-south. They don't do it there, and they give up the first down.
Quarterback checking the play. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the right. It's caught. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
You know, it's hard enough just to catch passes in college football, but to do it while also being cognizant of where you are in the field and making sure you get a foot down inbounds, that's really impressive.
The Mountaineers are on the move. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time, the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it, there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
This is so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. The short hands. It's Graves. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
And the Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the run. Plows through the defense. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Appalachian State. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space on the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the 4th quarter.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Ball State is currently ahead in this one, but let's remember, this program has just one bowl win all time, so nothing is a given in Muncie. They're up by 9 over South Alabama. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it on the counter. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Running back searching for a hole. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. 3rd and inches coming, maybe the biggest play of the game. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. And he just needed a few inches, and he didn't get it. The defense denies this offense.
Well, it's 4th and short, and you're sort of in no man's land at this point near midfield. I think if you're on offense here, you're going to have to go for it. You're going to have to show confidence in your guys to get it done and go get you the win.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Try to get it on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
Well, going for it and getting it on 4th down, close to midfield, I think just gave this offense a ton of momentum. I'm curious to see what they're going to do here. Maybe take a shot and see if they can really seize and capitalize on all this good mojo now going their way.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Running to the left. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
He's tackled at the 47. 3rd down coming.
A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on 3rd down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Gets it out fast. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Brings up 4th down.
He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. The catch is made, but he's beyond the sideline, so they'll turn it over on down.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that first down. And communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the 4th down conversion.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.